Welcome back, everyone, to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. My name is Gordy, and because it's weather week, I was just wondering, do you know that this city once went over a decade without rain? I'm talking about the driest place on Earth. Give me 5 minutes, and I bet you can work this into a conversation today. But first, like and subscribe if you haven't so you can keep up. I do this every single day. From 1903 to 1918, the coastal city of Arica, Chile, perched on the northern edge of the Atacama Desert, went 173 months without measurable rain. That's over 14 years where nothing in the rain gauge even registered the official minimum, which is 0.01 inches. So there's not barely any rain, straight up no rain. Shout out Blind Melon. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. And that is just the recorded drought. Right? Geologists studying parts of the central Atacama, especially the hyper-arid core of it, believe that they may not have seen a significant rainfall in millions of years. Like longer than humans have existed. That blew my mind. I didn't know that there's been areas on Earth that have never seen rain in millions of years. That's wild. First off, the Atacama isn't your typical hot sand desert like the Sahara, for example. It's a cold coastal desert, and its dryness comes from three forces conspiring together to prevent rain. One is the rain shadow effect. Moisture from the Amazon gets blocked by the towering Andes before it can cross westward. And then you got the Humboldt Current. The cold ocean current hugs the coast of Chile and Peru, and it chills the air so much that the evaporation slows and cloud formation stalls. And then third, you got the subtropical high pressure system, a semi-permanent atmospheric pattern that pushes clouds away and keeps skies relentlessly clear. And then you add to that inland Atacama's wild temperature swings, nights near freezing, days that can hit over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and you've got a place where surviving means handling both extremes and emptiness. So even if you get the occasional camanchaca, which is a dense fog that rolls in from the coast, it almost never turns into actual rainfall, and almost never really is, putting it generously. In Arica's case, never really would have been the word for 14 straight years. That's why the Atacama often gets compared to another famously dry place, which is the McMurdo dry valleys of Antarctica. Some valleys there haven't seen liquid rain in about 2 million years, but they do get rare snowfalls, which technically breaks a no precipitation streak. I'm talking no precipitation. The Atacama's record is for liquid precipitation, and it's unmatched in human meteorological history. The soil in parts of the Atacama is so dry and lifeless that NASA actually tests Mars rovers there. In some samples, scientists found zero detectable life, conditions almost unheard of on Earth. And yet, in slightly less extreme areas, tiny microorganisms still manage to hang on, going dormant for years between bursts of moisture. Humans, though, have somehow carved out a living there too, which is interesting. Coastal communities survive by posting up giant fog nets, I'll post a picture, across hillsides. These mesh panels can catch water droplets from the camanchaca, which then drop into collection troughs. On a good day, a single net can harvest enough water for several families, and which is proof that even in the driest place on Earth, life finds a way. And when the Atacama does get rain, like during the rare El Nino years, it can be deadly, unfortunately. In 2015, sudden downpours triggered flash floods and mudslides that killed dozens of people because the bone-dry ground can't soak up water fast enough. So there you have it. The Atacama Desert once went more than a decade without rain, and in some corners it may not have rained since humans have existed. It really makes Death Valley look like a lush rainforest in comparison. Go check out my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Give me a comment, rate, like, subscribe. Have you been to any of these places? I'd love to know. Are you more of a desert person, or are you more of a tropical, lush kind of person? You more Arizona, or you more Florida? But not necessarily those exact states, but just climate-wise. Let me know. I'd like to know. Also, go check out the 1-minute version I do of all these episodes. I do a tight little small version on social media sites everywhere. At Smartest Year Ever, you can find me. I'd appreciate that. And in the meantime, stay curious and stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. I will see you tomorrow in the Smartest Year Ever.